I made the most toxic lockdown on NBA 2K25. This build is an absolute menace to anyone with a drippy face scan. We get every OP defensive badge on Legend. Legend on-ball menace to harass ball handlers. Legend glove for easy steals. Legend challenger to box those OP corner fades. Legend pick dodger to fight around those 2K17 screens. Hall of Fame interceptor to hawk down those scary passes. Silver high-flying denier to block shots to the parking lot. Rhythm shooting plus an 89 3 ball will have you fading from Narnia and hitting consistent, lightly contested shots. Not diminishing the finishing on this build will have you bullying small guards. We are now sponsored by NBA 2K Labs. Check out their site for loads of free content to help make your myplayer such as badge and animation requirements. Also check out their premium side for the best tested jump shots. Use code JR at checkout for 20% off. Welcome back to the channel, and I hope everyone is having a blessed day. In today's video, I'll be showcasing to you guys my toxic lockdown, aka my 3&D point. I will be showing you the best jump shot and animations and badge setup. This build will have guards needing a new pair of draws. If you found this video helpful, please consider dropping a like, sub, and crank them notice. With all that yapping out the way, let me show you exactly how I made this build. Starting off with this build, I make all my players left-handed, but all this is going to be personal preference. I went point guard, 6'4" for the height, 223 for the weight with a 6'11" wingspan. On to the finishing. We have a 65 close shot, 60 driving layup, and an 80 driving dunk with a 45 standing dunk. This allows us to get solid dunk animations. I used the Malik Monk and Devin Booker packages for those fast dunk annies. We also get the 1 and 2 hand standing dunks. These animations are super good for finishing around the rim and for backdoors to help the guard in a tough situation. We are able to create offense while still being a pure lockdown build with these dunk animations. This build is able to turn defense into offense with transition buckets and backdoor cuts. I usually always try to have an 80 driving dunk on most of my builds if possible. The 45 standing dunk is really cheap and those animations are pretty OP. For the shooting, we have a 79 mid-range for those last second fades. A 89 3 ball, this gives us key badges such as silver deadeye and limitless range and gold set shot specialist. I use Chris Paul fade. The jump shot I'm using on this build is Cam Thomas with Calling and Oscar as my 2 releases. I shoot with the shot stick for a bigger green window. This jump shot is super fast, so I use release as my cue and I use a normal release speed. This makes it easier to time my shot, and by a recent test by 2K Labs, you get a higher green window. The shooting on this build feels insane. You could use your max +1 badge for gold, limitless, or even Hall of Fame set shot. I found that not to be necessary, so I'm going to use that for defense. This build is able to hit lightly contested shots and fades all around the key. This is why I learned rhythm shooting, because it allows you to shoot way more consistent. The Chris Paul fade has been one of the best ones that I've used so far. This animation is very hard to contest and it's easy to time using rhythm shooting. The Cam Thomas base has tested on 2K Labs to be one of the best bases on the game. It is very fast using rhythm shooting, but once you get the timing down, the green window is huge. When using rhythm shooting, I'm kind of weird. Instead of going down up for the timing, I go left right on my stick to time my shot. This feels more natural to me, and if you're struggling with rhythm shooting, then maybe give the left right method a try. I did make this build with rec in mind, so I upgraded my free throw to a 78, which might be a bit overkill, but free throw is a cheap attribute and I wanted to make sure I could knock down free throws in those clutch situations. I use J-Cole as my free throw release. This has been the best and easiest one for me to time that I've used so far. If you're not a fast player, you may be able to save some attribute points for other categories by not upgrading your free throw. For the playmaking, we have a 68 pass accuracy for bronze, dimer, and break starter. We have a 70 ball handle. This is going to give us bronze unpluckable. We also get some pro animations. Here are my sigs that I use on this lockdown build. This build wasn't made to do a lot of dribbling, but it's just enough to cook up on those rare occasions. We also have a 75 speed with ball for silver lightning launch, and that gives us the Zach LaVine dribble style. This attribute helps when I need a speed boost for a corner or midi fade. This build has just enough playmaking attributes to turn good defense into offense. I can make passes off steals and picks, and this build has just enough offense to be able to cook up against weak defenders. The animations you get with a 75 ball handle are pretty solid, and I upgraded my pass accuracy just enough so I don't throw balloons when hitting an open teammate. Now for the defense, where this build is a menace. I made this build with my +5 attributes in mind for hitting starter 3. We have a max interior defense to stop rim runners, and this will also give us legend off-ball pest with the +5. We went with a 96 perimeter D, but I used +3 to make it 99. This gives us all the OP defensive badges on legend. We have legend challenger, on-ball menace, and legend pick dodger. This allows us to harass ball handlers on the defensive side of the ball. We have a 94 steal, and I put my remaining +2 to give us a 96 steal rating. Using my +1 badge elevator, I put it on glove, which will give us legend glove. The steal rating also unlocks interceptor on Hall of Fame. We get easy plucks when guarding ball handlers and easy picks when chasing down bad passes. We went with a 69 block. This gives us high flying denier. I then use my +1 badge elevator and put it on silver since it's a tier 2 badge. This will give us great block animations when defending the rim. This build gives you everything that you need to be a 3&D type of demi. The legend defensive badges give you sticky bump animations. Once you get bumpy and make the guard uncomfortable, you can position yourself to one side of the ball hand for easy plucks. I also love how this build can stop rim runners in their tracks. Having high interior and block are super underrated attributes. You will notice that it's way easier to get stops than playing on a smaller guard. Here's a clip of me playing really good ISO defense back-to-back possessions on a rim running guard. We are able to use good positioning on this build, plus our attributes and badges to get stops. I also like how this build can fight through screens. Screens this year feel very strong. They will suck you in almost like 2K17. If you're able to stick to the ball handler, it makes fighting through screens much easier. The PNR is meta this year, so having legend pick dodger really helps to get stops. Having high interior and blocks allows you to get really good animations around the rim, even if the defender has a step in front of you. To finish the build off, we have a 60 rebound, which unlocks bronze, box out beast, and rebound chaser to grab those boards when our big is forced to guard the pop. We have a 90 speed and 92 agility. This helps us unlock those legend defensive badges and gives us the speed to keep up with those fast guards. 85 strength gives us silver strong handle and gold immovable enforcer. Both of these badges play a huge role in perimeter defense. The 70 vert is needed for the monk dump package and unlocks bronze posterizer. I also wanted to show you this build with the +5 added from starter 3. You also get a +1 attribute from level 40 on the season pass. I will probably apply it to steal. I use my max tier 2 badge on high flying denier, and the tier 1 will be used for legend pickpocket. I also use my badge elevator for legend challenger since it seems to take the longest to grind out. I would also recommend that you save your badge elevators until you unlock the desired badge on gold, so it will become legend without the long grind. If you make your build like mine, it will come out as a 3&D point. Let me know if you guys are considering making this build for your primary lockdown, but remember to always make your build for your desired playstyle. I do appreciate any support. Drop a like, drop a sub, turn on the post notice. Everyone stay blessed. Peace.